We are delighted to welcome amongst us Shri Bharatarshabha Dasa, National President and Trustee, Akshaya Patra Foundation, contributing insights into philanthropy and societal impact. Adani Shri Dasa, Namaskar, and we welcome you, sir.
Now I'll request our next panelist, Mr. Dasa. He is the National President of a very important and unique kind of trust named as Akshaya Patra Foundation. They are doing wonderful work in feeding the children and poor in the country, and they have made very innovative interventions in the whole food supply chain, and I'll request him to share his experience and also focus on how we can add more millets to the feed which we give to the school children in the country. So I hope the delegates from ASEAN countries will benefit from this, the kind of work they are doing in the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjeevji. Good morning to Ms. Kanchana, Ms. Punya Khan, and Manjitji, and fellow audience here and the ASEAN delegates. So just to give you the context, we are Akshaya Patra Foundation. We feed in partnership with the government of India and the various state governments in India, close to about 2.2 million children every day in 16 states and 2 union territories. And we are a 23-year-old organization which has been partnering with the government. The government gives us grains, currently wheat and the rice, the staple diets of the Indians. And we cook a wholesome meal and provide it to schools, where government school children, where largely the underprivileged section of the society come and study. This meal acts as a very special incentive for children to get educated and be nourished. So this program, we are in one sense a very proud partner of the government, which is under the PM Poshan scheme we are feeding. And the government's contribution comes in the form of grains and a grant, and we top it up and ensure a wholesome meal goes to the underprivileged section. These are the bottom of the pyramid, and that way we are reaching out the solution. Hunger and malnutrition is very prevalent in this underprivileged section, so we are trying to feed that. We are inspired by Srila Prabhupada, the founder of Hare Krishna movement, who wanted to ensure there is no hunger and malnutrition. So this is the context of it. Now coming to the use of millets, we have been innovating in various ways by which we have been adding millet to the diet. Right now the current meals is roti, sabji, or a rice and a sambar or a curds like that. So we have made some significant development in collaboration with ICRISAT and many other societies, researchers, the people, where we have, we did a pilot run, finger millet idlis we made. Idli is basically a steamed fermented cake, which is eaten in the South India and largely in South India here. So we use that, we set up in special facilities to cook that and deliver to the children. And we also made a finger pearl millet bisibele bhat. Bisibele bhat is basically a hot cooked meal, which is having lentils and millet. So this also led to a, we served that to the school children who are coming from a, very, like I said again, underprivileged section of the society. So this added, they were all, this was welcomed very much by the children. In addition, we also are already doing little millet upma and khichdi. In this, we are doing it in Uttar Pradesh, Telangana, Delhi, and Rajasthan states already. And apart from this, we are also giving off-the-shelf items like chikkis, bars, nutrition bars, and we are also giving payasam. It's a sweet item. We are giving namkeens, which is basically a sweet and savory, to the children. So this is a pilot run we have been doing, and this has been going on, and we had very good response from the children. Children were very happy, and it was very tasty. The biggest challenge in millet reaching out is the taste. So we have to do renovation, we have to improve our equipments to make it good for the children. So that way we are finding it a very good alternative. Millet as a good alternative. And just when we are saying superfood, why should the bottom of the pyramid be left out of this superfood, right? So that is our wish. We want that the meals go to them also, superfood reaches them also, and slightly alter, because this millet has been a traditional grain for very long in India. It's nothing new. That's, in one sense, we are taking India back to its roots in one sense through this. So roughly, I would say, we see, like I said, we are feeding 2.2 million meals, regular meals. Out of that, about 400,000 meals per week, we have been able to now feed these millet-based recipes, and we have been doing it. We wish to scale it up. I feel in many of these ASEAN countries, there will be some kind of a school meal program, which will be doing to the children from the public schools or the government schools. I think this should be added on into their the recipes and given. Millet can always be done, and reaching it to the children of the very underprivileged section. That would be our request, and I think this can be explored. We can work with various governments and do this further. Having said this, I see a big scope here for further improvement. Like I've said, roughly, I've calculated per day, 1,400 tons of grains we are using. So even if 20% of that we make it into millet, that will be a huge number, 280 tons per day. So this is a huge, it can create another kind of an economy, circular economy by itself, and support the country, support farmers, marginalized farmers, and make the reach the superfood to the children. In this 2 or 3 challenges, I'd just like to conclude with that, sir. One challenge is the availability of these millets, grains. Already India is a very proud, can be proud in one sense, because we are feeding almost 110 million children every day through our grains, all these systems, where the government is giving, the Food Corporation of India is giving the 100 grams per child or 150 grams per child rice or wheat. So we can look at, can that be also given, this millets can also be incorporated in that, and the millets are made available to these kind of organizations, to the government schools, to organizations like ours, then it can become widespread. This can scale up. I'm just giving another number. See, 7.7 million tons of grains are used by this midday meal or the PM Poshan program. It's a special program which initially started off with more like a security, food security. Now it has graduated to nutrition security. I would say now next, health and nutrition security can be provided for the children from the very economically weaker sections. So this 7.7 million tons, even if, let us say, like I said, 20% of it becomes millet-based, if the government can supply this through these FCIs and these things, then it would be a big revolution, I would say, bring about, not only for the agricultural sector, for the social sector, and the entire India per se. So I would say we are poised in a very big way. We did a very wonderful program through the PM Poshan, the midday meal program, and now we should gear up for the next, I would say. And in fact, we had started this Akshaya Patra program much before the midday meal program was really done. In Bangalore, in the year 2000 with 1,500 students, now we are at about 2.2 million children every day. So I feel this can be a good partnership which we can look forward to. We would look forward to work with the government of India and with the ASEAN countries, and where if we can lend a hand or partner, stand shoulder to shoulder, and solve this problem of hunger and malnutrition through millet, we'll be very happy to be a part of it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. As he rightly said, that serving hot-cooked meal in schools for underprivileged children has really helped in addressing the issue of malnutrition in the country. But also it has increased the admissions in the school. It has checked the dropout rate from the schools, from the children of poor segment. So their contribution in this area is immense. So I thank you for your comments.